If people think that being an insurance agent, I get this big discount on my auto insurance. The truth is, I pay the same rates as everyone else does and take the large increases when I add my teenage daughters onto the policy. Well, in 2016, I was grumbling because of the rates I was paying for my 18-year-old daughter on the policy, and it all quickly came to an end when I got the hysterical, tear-filled phone call of, "Daddy, I was involved in an auto accident." As a parent, there is one thing that we all fear, is when our child gets licensed and they are driving on the road by themselves. We are all hoping that we never get that phone call from them, or even more frightening, from the police officer. Well, it happened. The anguish and the fear set in as I hear the statement being made by my daughter. As a father, I did understand that my responsibility is to keep the cool head in the situation, even though I'm dying inside. I very calmly asked, "Are you hurt?" She replied, "I have a few bruises, but nothing major." I then asked, "How's the other driver and passengers?" She said, "I checked the other driver out, and she says her arm hurts, but other than that, she is fine. But Dad, the car is totaled." Now that I've got the serious stuff out of my mind, with the well-being of my child and the other parties involved, reality kicks back in, and I do have an 18-year-old daughter with a fender bender that would be totaled, and it would be totaled in her mind. As I got to the scene and looked at both vehicles, well, she was right. The front end of the car had been ripped off, and the other car ended up 50 feet in a field, destroyed. By the grace of God, no one was seriously hurt. This could have been the worst day of our family's life. Now the fun begins. I get to be the client and not the agent for once. Our claim is submitted to our insurance company, and I get a call from the adjuster asking about the well-being of our child. The funny thing is, the adjuster had no idea that I'm the agent for the company she works for. All she knows is that I'm the policyholder for the company she represents. I believe this is important because I want to make sure that the service I receive is no different than what my clients receive. The adjuster asked me some questions about my daughter and asks my daughter some questions about the accident, and within 3 days of the accident, I'm getting a check for a very fair value on my daughter's car. Even though there's nothing I can do, I did ask the other driver about the other driver in her vehicle. The adjuster told me that they were finishing up the process and it would be done within a few days, but it looked like everything was going to be fine. There's a lot of companies in the industry and there might be some out there that have less expensive premiums than what I have. But I don't grumble as much as about the premiums and more what I pay, because I know in the end I can count on the companies that we work for to protect my clients and my family.